Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. I am Gwendolyn Morton, WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. And our lead story of the day, we broke this story yesterday during our newscast. Brent Lynch, an Owsley County sheriff and Owsley County girls basketball coach, is now in custody, according to Kentucky State Police. Lynch, who had a warrant issued against him after an altercation at a high school game last week, was allowed to turn himself in, according to KSP. A video circulating online of a fight between players and staff of Owsley and Perry County does not appear to show conclusive evidence of Lynch striking the girl, but he currently is facing a fourth-degree assault charge. We're going to keep you up to date on that as more developments break. Well, a Kentucky man has been taken into custody after police say he sold his juvenile daughter to another man last year. Kentucky State Police arrested and charged 34-year-old Diego Alonzo Perez of Beaver Dam with human trafficking. State police troopers and social services launched an investigation last month after learning the girl gave birth in March of 2021. Troopers report that Alonzo Perez allegedly sold his juvenile daughter to 20-year-old identified as Lucas Mateo in August of last year. Police say that since the sale, the juvenile has been residing with him. Mateo has now been arrested also, and he has been charged with third-degree rape. Sad story there. Another sad story, a local man, Thomas Pickley, was hit on the bypass this morning by a vehicle while walking to his job at Hardee's. He was struck while walking across the bypass. He is currently in ICU at UK. WBON-TV has contacted police for more information on this accident, and they have confirmed that the man has been hospitalized. Again, we'll follow up with more information on that. Well, in an effort to keep social workers and attract new employees, Governor Andy Beshear announced that as of December 16th, all state workers and support staff will receive a 10% raise. As of now, Kentucky has a severe shortage of social workers, and officials are encouraging Kentuckians to apply to enter the career of social work. An act honoring the late wife of Congressman Andy Barr has now passed the House. The Cardiovascular Advances in Research and Opportunities Legacy Act, also known as the Carroll Act, in a nod to Eleanor Carroll Barr, unanimously passed the U.S. House of Representatives. Barr implemented the legislation to honor the legacy of his late wife, who passed away in 2020 at 39 years old due to complications related to valvular heart disease. The bill will now go on to the U.S. Senate, where it seems to have the support of Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. Part of the Carroll Act authorizes a grant program administered by the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute with a goal to support new research on valvular heart disease. You may have heard about bubble tea due to its popularity and presence on social media as of late. Well, one local business owner is looking to make sure you know about the fun beverage with the new Bumble Bites tea shop, which had its grand opening in Richmond just last week. We spoke to the crew at Bumble Bites to get the tea on what's exciting in this new business.
Bubble tea is an increasingly popular beverage among Americans, but the drink has its roots in Asian culture. A new tea shop in Richmond is looking to share that culture in Madison County. Indonesian native Ria Raharja founded Bumble Bites after she moved to Richmond in 2016. Raharja says that food always brings people together, but she noticed she had to travel long distances for a familiar meal.
When we want a food or like a good food, we have to drive all the way for sure. So it feels like bubble tea is actually one of my favorite things. Let me try to make it and share it with the community, of course. And that's how I started Bumble Bites.
It was this desire that led Raharja to start Bumble Bites as a pop-up shop in various restaurants around Berea. Eventually, the pop-up shop turned into a fully fledged brick-and-mortar store of its own in Richmond in December of 2021.
The dream was kind of also bring people together. Richmond is such a big place now, it's growing, so I feel it's like, it will be great, to have a nice place to sit down, a lot of young people, family, and everybody feels welcome to coming in, and to try it something and share it the culture, of course.
But what exactly is bubble tea? Raharja explains what goes into the delicious treat.
Bubble tea, it's more like Taiwanese drinks or kind of like Asian drinks type, you know, where it's based on tea, of course, with the milk. And then we kind of like shaking it, and then there's like a toppings. Toppings, it should be on the top, but it's actually on the bottom, and then it's like a big straw with it.
Of course, bubble tea comes in many forms. Barista Julia Whaley-Jones tells us about some of Bumble Bite's more popular drink choices.
So they're very different with each one that you make. So some of my favorites are the milk teas, and we have black tea that goes in them. We have special powders for each one. The taro milk tea is a fan favorite. A lot of kids will say it tastes like ice cream.
Bubble tea is not the only attraction that the Bumble Bites crew hopes to offer to the community, however. Marketing and Operations Officer for Bumble Bites, Andrea Tebon, says that they hope to cultivate a trendy space not just for families, but for local artists as well.
What you guys are seeing here is just the beginning of a big dream. We would love to have our shop be a selfie museum where people can come, and as you can see behind me, we have this really cool pink backdrop. We want people to be able to take pictures, post them on Instagram, maybe make TikToks, and post those online. But we also want to partner with other local artists who would like to feature their art, but they don't have the space for that. So we want to be a hub not just for families and young adults, but also for local creators who are looking for exposure in the community.
Stay tuned to WBON for more local stories like this. For WBON-TV Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, for that story. Well, we've got a boil water advisory that has just come into the station. A boil water advisory has been issued for the residents of Churchill Drive, Calumet Drive, and Claiborne Drive due to a water line break. We're going to get that out to you. Also, we'll have some more information about that on our social media. You can check there. Well, Assistant Madison County Attorney Kristen Klaus met with the Kentucky Secretary of State Michael Adams recently to file as a candidate for the 2022 District Court Judges race in Madison and Clark counties. In her 12 years of legal public service, Ms. Klaus had done over 11,000 cases in 7 counties and over 1,700 grand jury cases. She has both prosecuted and defended everything from speeding tickets to a death penalty case. Wolfe County Tourism presents Christmas in Campton. This December 10th and 11th, experience the Wolfe County Christmas Parade as they bring Santa downtown, or take a ride in one of the many hot air balloons and see the Christmas lights from the sky. Enjoy the many vendors with hot food and drinks, then stay the night and experience Christmas in Campton all over again for a second day. All of this time, stay tuned for the awards ceremony later in the night and a free hot air balloon glow. Balloon ride pre-sale tickets are only $10 per person. Buy them now at visitwolfcounty.com and save $5 compared in-person purchases. Don't miss this magical time in Wolfe County with Christmas in Campton. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We got lots of weather news coming up right here after the break.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Here are some helpful tips to get your house ready for winter. Make sure your filter is changed. Typical locations are at your air handler or furnace, and a filter grill or an air cleaner like this. If you have other accessories on your system, like UV lights or a humidifier, now would be the time to service those. Make sure your ceiling fans are set to clockwise rotation. Go ahead and close those foundation vents. Disconnect your garden hoses from your outdoor spigots. Have Madison HVAC keep you warm this winter. Give us a call at 859-625-1471. And remember, we fix that too.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation with 24/7 emergency services. Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Have you been to Rockin' Robin's yet? We have a large selection of new boutique, gently used clothing and accessories located on 451 Big Hill Avenue. EKU students get 20% off clothing with ID. Purging that closet? Bring those items in for cash on the spot. Rockin' Robin's on Big Hill Avenue. See you there.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Just wanted to mention one more time about that boil water advisory for Richmond utilities. Again, that has been issued for the residents of Churchill, Calumet, and Claiborne Drive, and that is due to a water line break. Well, we had some pretty bad weather earlier this week, Monday morning, and it looks like we're getting ready for another round of that, even maybe a little more severe than what we saw Monday. Chances of very heavy wind, even the possibility of some tornadoes out there, with the worst part of that being kind of in the western part of the state. Todd, tell us more about what's going to happen.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Madison HVAC Weather Center. Looking at our webcam time lapse from Thursday along I-75 north of Richmond, and it was another mild day with some sunshine. Look at this now as we head into Friday night. There will be some severe weather that develops to the west of us, and this is an enhanced risk. This has been upgraded now from the slight risk yesterday, but that is a level 3 out of 5 on that severe weather scale. Again, generally west of the greater Richmond area is where we have that greatest threat for large hail, damaging winds, and even tornadoes. The greatest threat will be damaging winds, and whatever is left over early Saturday morning likely to impact us again in the greater Richmond area. There is even an isolated tornado threat Friday night back to the west. So Friday during the day, all right, there could be a couple of very brief isolated showers, but nothing major. Again, as I mentioned, overnight Friday is when this line of showers and thunderstorms will be developing. Whatever develops will be impacting us through the early morning hours of Saturday, and then later Saturday things will begin to calm down. Total precipitation values could be approaching a quarter, maybe even a half an inch. Again, watch for that severe threat kind of isolated early Saturday, and overnight Friday here we're going to have clouds with temperatures holding steady to the upper 40s, and again maybe a couple of isolated showers. We warm to well above average levels here into your Friday, into the afternoon. Again, maybe a couple of stray showers, but it really is overnight Friday and early Saturday morning when that line of thunderstorms will begin to approach from the west. Looking at record high temperatures possible here and there. As well on Friday, we're going to be nearly 20 degrees above average. Certainly does not feel like December at all. Saturday, again, above average temperatures. That line of thunderstorms will come through early in the day and then will clear out. So cooler temperatures on Sunday will be a bit breezy and then warming right back up to well above average levels into next week. Back to you.
Todd, and of course we'll keep you up to date right here on WBON as the weather changes over the next couple of days. Well, a Versailles man identified as Satander Dudi was one of 4 people arrested in a sting operation in Colorado that targeted people who were allegedly trying to have inappropriate contact with children. According to police, Dudi was charged with internet luring of a child into internet with the intent of sexual contact or exploitation, patronizing a prostituted child, attempting sexual assault on a child, enticement of a child, and criminal attempt to commit a Class 4 felony. Investigators also report Dudi was released Saturday, December 4th on a $50,000 cash surety bond. It's now officially announced by the Richmond Parks and Recreation. Congratulations to the 2021 Richmond Christmas Parade winners. Parks and Rec say that Santa's helpers had a hard time judging due to all the amazing floats and vehicles that participated this year, and thank everyone who took time and effort to make the floats full of Christmas spirit. As far as the winners, best overall float went to Klein's Construction. Best civic float was First Christian Church. Best business float, Jerry Goebel State Farm. Honorable mentions, Babcon Christmas Spirit Award, Bluegrass Pediatric Dentistry, Santa's Workshop Award, and Edge of Darkness Black Hat Award. And just as a reminder, if you missed the parade or any of the parades in the area, we're going to be playing those right here on WBON throughout the month of December. We'll get a schedule out for you on that as well. Well, it seems homicides in Lexington for the year have surpassed recent records. According to police reports, Tuesday's shooting death on Hill Street has brought the total number of homicides the city has investigated this year to 35. In the latest instance, Lexington police report they were called to the 1400 block of Hill Street Tuesday evening. Once on the scene, police say they found 51-year-old Raymond Penny suffering from a gunshot wound. He was transported to a local hospital where he later died of that gunshot injury. Investigators report during the shooting, 5 cars and 2 apartments were hit with bullets. However, no one else was reported as injured. And with that, we're going to go to another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got sports coming up right here on Live at 5.
I've been asked many times what's really the difference between calling just any plumber or calling a pro at Fast Flow for your underground pipe repairs. Then I got a sweet tooth and it hit me. Here's Maddie and Blake to demonstrate. Most plumbers will dig up your entire yard, making a mess that's costly and unsightly. Fast Flow will dig 2 holes and use the existing pipe as a guide to install the new, stronger liner, and you get a 20-year warranty. It's a piece of cake, right guys?
Call Pro Fast Flow!
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
When I started to experience the world from practicing law, it showed me that there's a lot of injustice that can be corrected. We're called personal injury attorneys, but I'm not there for the injury, I'm there for the recovery. And that's what we try to do. We try to help people recover after they've been hurt. If the big firms are going to drop you as soon as your claim entails some kind of work, some kind of additional effort, why not just come to someone who's going to put the work in the first place?
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
You're watching Richmond's very own Channel 9, Richmond's first over-the-air television service. WBON airs 4 channels of great programming on the AMG, Buzzer, Heartland, and Retro TV networks. WBON-TV channels are available on all area cable systems too, including Spectrum. Advertising on WBON-TV is very affordable, and your message will be seen regionally by viewers from London to Lexington. Join our growing list of advertisers today. You'll be surprised how affordable TV advertising can be. Email today for information on our special introductory offer and start doing marketing and advertising that works. Email us at information@WBONTV.com or message us on WBON TV Facebook.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON. One of the sad things that takes place during the holiday season is remembering those loved ones who are no longer with us. The Madison Central baseball team started a tradition several years ago called Team Santa, where they try to help lift the spirits of a local community member. And yes, this year that person was Matthew Bryan and his family, who lost his father recently. Michael Watkins has the details on today's Sports Report.
Even though we're in the midst of basketball season, it's also a busy time for one local high school baseball team. Madison Central has built such a strong and rich tradition under Coach Steve Roof, and right now is the time of year in which they start up their annual Whitaker Bank Challenge, which is basically a mini boot camp for the players as they prepare for the season. They also just recently had their Team Santa event, which is something both players and fans can get involved with, where each year seniors on the baseball team collect money and buy gifts for a family in the community. This year, Matthew Bryan, who is a senior on the team himself, was surprised to see who was at the door when he opened it up.
I was really surprised with how they did it without me figuring it out. Because, I mean, it's a senior thing, me being a senior, and I was just curious why I hadn't been involved. It was a lot of different emotions for sure. Definitely emotional thing considering what's went on the past few months, but it was great. I mean, I'm still having a good day from it. I mean, it was great. It meant everything because I mean, I grew up with these cats since I grew up with them since I was little. I mean, just to have them do that for me, and I mean, it's just I can't really put into words. I mean, how really special it was to us, and just it made me kind of realize it's more than just a baseball team. It's more than a program, but it's like family. Ever since I was a freshman, we've always tried to give back. I mean, around here we like to consider that life is about serving. So we like to serve whenever we can. Volunteer here and there. But we like to give back to the community and give back to anyone in need per se. And it's just it really makes you show like how special the program is and how great everybody is as a whole.
Matt also spoke about the Whitaker Bank Challenge, which the team is currently going through as well.
Yeah, it's actually so. I mean, we get divided into teams, and it's just a big competition. We should go at it. I mean, it's about cheering one another on and pushing each other to the limit to get the job done and just bringing up that competitive nature.
The Madison Central baseball team will open up the 2021 season on March 21st when they host in-county rival Madison Southern. Another successful year for Team Santa, proving that Coach Roof is not only shaping baseball players, but young men as well. For WBON-TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
For that sports report. Well, a letter was sent home Wednesday by the superintendent of Lexington Christian Academy regarding a potential threat situation that occurred on Monday. The letter detailed that a student sent a disturbing Snapchat message to several classmates. School officials say the incident was immediately investigated and disciplinary action ensued, which included expulsion of that child. Lexington police report that they are also investigating that instance. And with that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots of news coming up still here on Live at 5.
Veterans Contracting now has ProScan. ProScan is 5 times faster than traditional manual roofing estimates. Using ProScan, Veterans Contracting can give you a 100% virtual experience. Touch-free, hassle-free, and appointment-free, using 3D modeling to measure and scan your roof with our state-of-the-art drone technology. Be prepared for storm damage with a pre-loss scan. ProScan, where trust starts with transparency. Call for your ProScan roof analysis, 859-382-3430. Veterans Contracting, specializing in roofing.
The mission at H2 Health is to create a healthcare environment where their employees and clients love to be. They offer a wide range of services including physical therapy, occupational therapy, a chronic pain program, wellness and fitness programs, dry needling, and more. H2 Health is here to get you back in the game and feeling your best with locations in Richmond, Berea, and more. Visit h2health.com to learn more and get started today at H2 Health.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. We take family heirlooms and create something new. We fix broken jewelry. We can make anything you want. 1 and 2 day service. We have chain repairs starting at $25, and we have ring sizing starting at $45. Kentucky agate charms are Georgia and Ohio. We're located at 108 East Main Street in downtown beautiful Richmond, Kentucky, and there's always plenty of parking. We're nationally known and locally owned. Come see us at Leeds Fine Jewelry.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
You know when you step outside and it feels absolutely perfect? The air's not too warm, not too cool, just perfection? Now imagine if you could have that same feeling inside your home at a price that feels even better. You can, thanks to the folks at Affordable Heating and Air. Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's Affordable Heating and Air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
The Old West, the way you remember it. Good guys and bad guys.
Come and join us as we watch and talk about the best of the West.
Western movies, TV shows, and more.
Draw Western Theater, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Here on Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. Attorney General Daniel Craig and Treasurer Allison Ball alerted Kentucky consumers and businesses to beware as scams involving fake and counterfeit money are flourishing during the holiday shopping season. According to authorities, scammers are attempting to use phony dollars and forged bills to make purchases. In the last month alone, at least 2 local police departments in 2 different Kentucky cities have received complaints regarding the use of illegitimate currency. In one scheme, a scammer paid for goods with fake movie production money, which can be easily attained. In the other case, a scam altered authentic $1 bills to imitate $20 bills, which enabled the bills to pass the retail PIN test. During the holidays, Kentuckians should be on guard for scammers who attempt to make payments with counterfeit currency, said Attorney General Cameron. We encourage anyone who encounters suspected counterfeit currency to report it immediately to local law enforcement and our Consumer Protection Hotline at 1-888-432-9257 or online at ag.ky.gov. Between the pandemic and the holiday season, we're all seeing a significant increase in scams and counterfeit money. I urge you to take an extra few seconds and examine any suspicious dollar bills that come through your hands, Treasurer Ball said. This is the season for many craft sales, holiday goods, and small shops to pop up and cash in the most frequent tender. Remember to stay diligent with that. And to avoid receiving worthless or counterfeit currency, Kentucky consumers and retailers should carefully study the currency before accepting payment. Look for unusual wording or markings such as prop copy or in prop we trust, and for motion picture purposes, not legal tender. If receiving multiple bills, ensure each note has a different serial number on the bottom of the bill. Fake bills may also have serial numbers that are not perfectly aligned. Ensure all bills except 1s and 2s have security thread and a plastic strip running from the top to the bottom. And with that, we've come to the end of another Live at 5. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. with more weather updates as we go into this weather weekend. See you tomorrow.